Let's talk some Bucks basketball. My name is Bart Winkler. I am going to record this for the Tuesday episode, Tuesday, January 3rd, as the Monday, January 2nd episode, which is available on YouTube, is strictly about the Packers and their win over the Vikings. On Tuesday, I wanted to catch up and do a bunch of stuff with college football, some more Packers fallout, look at the schedule, and talk a little Bucks basketball. So where the Bucks are at this point is they've lost to the Wizards tonight. The score going final 118-95, tonight being New Year's Day. A game with no Drew Holiday, no Chris Middleton, and then no Giannis Antetokounmpo. On Friday night, trying to figure out all my days here with the New Year's Day being on a Sunday and Mondays off and all that stuff. But on Friday night, the Bucks beat the Timberwolves 123-114. And that game was fun. They had the purples out, which I guess they can't wear the purples without the whole thing being a 90s tribute night with 90s music and 90s graphics. I don't know if that's part of every time they wear the purples. I thought they were going to wear these more, but maybe not. But it was great to see. And I was at that game. Just to tell you where my seats were, there's the Potawatomi Club. It's way up, the highest club up. It's way up. I didn't know this was a place. But the Potawatomi Club is way up. And I knew it was a place. It used to be free. You could just walk up there the first season. Then they started charging for it, made it the Potto Club. Well, attached to that, there's like a suite where there's like a rail for 8 seats, but you can put up to 20 people in there. So we're all the way up there. I mean, it is looking very far down, but you get your own bartender and food. So watch it in style. Paid to do it, of course, but was at that game. Bucks struggling on Friday night for a little bit, and then that was the Joe Ingles game. And I'm glad Joe Ingles finally had a good night because a lot of people were down on him right away. This guy's just coming off an injury. He's trying to get acclimated to the team. This is what you're going to see out of Joe Ingles. This is Joe Ingles. He had 14 points against the Timberwolves, 10 assists. In tonight's game, in the Monday night game or Sunday night game, whatever it is, he did not have as terrific of a night, 0 points, over 5, but it was good to see what he could do on Friday. So talking after Bucks Wizards and after Bucks Timberwolves, and the Bucks have the Wizards again Tuesday. So the Bucks play Washington twice, Washington spending the first part of 2023 here, and then a game at Toronto on Wednesday. Charlotte, New York, Atlanta, Miami. There's a bunch of winnable games here. The Bucks had lost 4 in a row. Cleveland, Brooklyn, Boston, Chicago, which we didn't talk too much about, but they lose to Chicago. That sucked. Then they beat the Timberwolves. And now it's almost like you punted this game away, which there's some pros and cons to it. I think more people feel the cons. Let's jump back in with Matt in the Falls. Matt, how you doing, buddy? Long time no talk.
Yeah, it's been a while, Bart. I mean, we haven't talked since yesterday's show.
Yeah, family good and everything still. How was the weather for you? I mean, you get a good night of sleep.
Went down to Chicago for New Year's Eve. Had a lovely time there. Now I'm back in Wisconsin, back at the heartland.
Is that is what you did for New Year's?
Yeah, I went to Chicago. Went to a concert.
Oh, can I ask who?
The Disco Biscuits.
Oh, don't know them.
No, they're a jam band. Yeah, that sort of thing. Fish, Grateful Dead, that sort of thing. Anyways, Bucks. I am livid on behalf of everyone who paid a bunch of money to go sit in that arena tonight, because I have felt the pure rage of spending hundreds of dollars on tickets and then going on Twitter and seeing Giannis is out tonight because he wants to rest his knee that doesn't hurt. So that was a real downer for me, because I could just picture all those families like behind there, like, oh, let's go to the Bucks game on New Year's Day. It'll be a family outing on Sunday together, and they spend all this money, and then you get to see this, and that's fucking bullshit. I don't think that the fans should be charged full price for these games. I know that's crazy, and that would never happen, but to put out a team that you know is not your best product just for the sake of, quote unquote rest, like, you have a responsibility to your fans to put out a product that they are paying for. And when you're not doing that, it sucks for everyone. and we have to watch games like this. And it's like, yeah, we want to watch Marjan and Mamu, get their run and all that. But like, I want to see good basketball, and we need to get our chemistry together because, Chris has been gone for a while and he was playing like garbage with a few games he was back. We need our star players to play and get better together and get used to this roster and how everything works because we haven't seen it come together this year. And it's a little worrisome.
I went to the game on Friday and we sat in that suite and it was a couple $100 per guy.
Yep.
And when I found out that Holiday and Middleton weren't going to play, okay, then I was thinking, well, Giannis better play. If Giannis plays, like, it's worth it. But then if he doesn't, it's not. Like Holiday and Middleton, you want to see them play, but to me, it all hinges on Giannis. If you've got Giannis and you're not going to play him, it sucks. But the fact with that's just the NBA and where they're scheduled at right now is we have to remember the sports used to be dependent on the gate and the attendance. And along the way, it turned into a TV product. Like you look at some of these bowl games, nobody's there, but they're not losing money because they put it on TV. It gets 2-3 million people on a Monday afternoon watching San Jose State playing Sacramento State, and nobody cares about it, but it's on TV and it does something. It doesn't matter the gate anymore. So the NBA's got this 82 game schedule, which is great for the TV. But then in that schedule, there's teams that are good enough that realize we don't need our guys to play all 82 games. And if Drew and Chris are already out, Giannis doesn't need to play in this game. So he doesn't play in the game, which is it's fine for the Bucks in their long term, like trying to win a championship. But you're right. If this is the game that you were going to pick to go to, then you're like, well, why did I spend all this money on that? It's almost it's hard to plan. I did have a brother who went tonight because somebody offered him the tickets for free at 6:30.
Right.
So
they should do like at 2 p.m. they announce like, it's Giannis knee night, half price tickets. That's what they should do. Just have like a name for it. Like, this is our bullshit. We're sitting Giannis, sucks for you, but please come and don't hate us. That's what they should do. Because
Tim Shea, I'm going to bring in Tim Shea with you.
Bring in Tim. He's got a fork.
I know he's got 2 candles at McGuire's bar.
Oh wow.
Yep. Once we're done drinking, then we blow the candles out. So.
And it looks like you're not even close to done. You got 2 candles burning brightly.
I do.
What are you reaching for?
I drink.
Oh, nice. Miller Lite. You gotta be hitting it harder. Sunday night.
Only drinks Miller.
All I drink.
So all right. So can I for the audio, let me just double tell you, Tim is at a bar and he's got 2 candles, and he says when the candles we blow them out when I'm done drinking, but they're clearly like electric candles.
Let the record show that they are shitty old electric candles from 1960 when Joe McGuire opened this bar, and they've never been blown out since. And
let the record show that Tim told us this as if, we understand that tradition. Totally. Right. Whose tradition is this? Why are you doing this to me?
I just started it. All right. Don't yell.
Air traffic control.
You just started.
Right, we're gonna land.
So here's what happened.
I just broke
Tim's on video. He sees these candles sitting at a bar. He's like, I'll do some prop comedy. He has the candles for a good 20 minutes. Can't think of why they're there. Says the first thing on top of his head, and it's fucking terrible.
We have an audience suggesting that you could interview people with the candles. That might be the best use for them.
I could.
Laura.
Oh, it's Laura. She's probably right next to you.
Yeah.
Is that your friend from
Laura
McGuire?
Laura came with the idea first, so we'll give her props.
Good job, Laura.
Good job, Laura.
All right. Well, do you have anything to say about the Bucks?
I actually did not watch it, believe it or not.
Oh,
we were watching
the box score. It's enthralling.
Yes, I saw they got killed. Obviously, no one played, so.
Right. Well, and that's what we're trying to discuss. Like, I understand because there's a couple of different ways to talk about it. One is the fan way that Matt, you suggested. The other is from a basketball standpoint. I do want to see the younger guys play. I don't like that it takes all these guys being out. Like on Friday, Marjan was in there and AJ Green's getting some time. But that George Hill had to physically say, I cannot play for that to happen. So I don't like that. Then you have a lot of people who look at this and say, this is a clear winnable game. Do you not care about the 1 seed? Do you not care about home court advantage? I don't know how much of a conversation that needs to be at the turn of the year, but if that is going to be a conversation at some point, you want to stack wins. Bucks are going to be a couple games behind the Celtics, a couple games behind the Nets. So
Celtics.
Yeah, the Celtics. So I don't know. It's just there's a lot to it. I don't know what's right. I just know that if you watch the game on Sunday, home or away, it was a shitty product.
The 1
And
seed
that's not
doesn't
good for
matter.
anybody.
The 1 seed doesn't matter. Home court doesn't matter. They proved that a couple of years ago. So
Yeah, but then they went to Boston. Didn't they game 7 last year?
last year, sure, but without Chris Middleton. If they have Chris Middleton, that game goes 5. So
I get that it doesn't matter, but
series.
also it does matter.
if they have Chris
You
Middleton,
can
they
win on the
that
road.
series.
You can win on the road, and the Bucks can.
Yes.
But I would prefer the game to be at home.
True.
So then it does matter.
Sure, but with Chris Middleton, they proved that theory wrong. I'm just saying. Sure. Yeah.
And one time does not prove a theory wrong.
Yeah.
It's a good point for your argument, but we need more.
It wouldn't have even gone 7 games, so whatever. Great, sure. Without Chris Middleton, sure, I'd say yes. They should.
I agree that we would have won with Middleton
Against the Celtics.
Celtics. Yeah, we would have
Celtics.
definitely beaten the Celtics with Middleton.
Yeah.
He's the Celtics killer.
Yeah. Tim, did you know that Matt got that take on the CBS national show I did?
I did not.
I was talking about sports grievances, and he called and said it should be the Celtics
Oh,
and not the Celtics.
Yep.
I was proud of you.
Didn't go over that well, but that's my grievance.
did he
It
also say that the Packers shouldn't have won the Dallas game, too?
You can go back and listen to this afternoon's show or yesterday's show.
Monday's
okay.
show.
Already.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
talked
missed you
about
on
that.
the Packers show. I was wondering where Tim Shea was. But,
Yeah, we couldn't get to Tim Shea.
I was here. I just
Yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah.
It was
Every
too
time,
loud.
every time
Too loud. How
we
many
try to
people
do
were
a post game, Tim's at the bar where no one else is. So it's like they're open just for him. Yet of the two of us, I'm the one with the drinking problem.
I had one drink. I'm still
Yeah.
drinking it. This
Yeah.
is from earlier.
Oh.
Gosh.
There's probably 3 shots of whiskey in that bottle.
Yeah, I hate shots.
That's fair.
Couple of tweets coming in or whatever. Corey says, I know it's the way it goes now, but I do feel bad for paying customers. You don't even get to watch one of the big 3.
Yeah.
Now, so this is the messed up thing about the NBA anyway. I got this Bucks ticket person who keeps emailing me like, hey, it's a new year. Would you like to know our ticket packages? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to pay you face value for 8 games now when the morning of I always get an email like, hey, special just released. It's guys night. Bring one friend and you get 9 free hot dogs and 4 free sodas. And also tickets are half price because we didn't sell as many as we thought. Like you're not gonna sucker me in that way. Plus, I don't know who's playing. You know what I mean?
You got to tell them all these things so they can give feedback to their bosses and be like, hey, our tickets are really fucking expensive and nobody wants to buy them because they don't know what they're buying.
Brandon says, Bart, I know this is a Bucks post game, but you told me and your listeners if the Pack win and make the playoffs, you'll eat that Favre figure. You can't go back on your word. You were the biggest hater.
I say you got to eat at least the head.
Sometimes.
How are you going to eat that? Will you melt it? And then
No, I'm not going to eat it.
you got to eat it, Bart. You got to eat it.
No,
Well,
it's a toy.
We still have to beat the Lions next week. So I was thinking you could just eat the head as a compromise. And if you chop it up really finely and like drink it like with some water as a pill or like 40 little pills, it would just go right down the hatch.
What joy? So the joy of me being wrong about the Packers is I have to eat a toy
You said you were going to.
because they weren't going to make the playoffs. There was no
Here we
risk.
are, Bart. Here we are.
I'll eat the toy when Chuck Freeman walks across Lake Michigan. Now, if you want me to eat this Jim McMahon, I do
You
have a
already
Jim
ate the head.
McMahon.
Oh, no, there's the head.
Yeah, there's the head. I was about to say, is the head green? There we go.
Yeah, I could eat this Jim McMahon or a Pistol Pete Rose.
You could say you're going to eat all of them because we know you're a liar and you're not going to eat any figurines.
I won't. No, I'm not going to eat a toy. I'll tell you what. All of the guys at Happy Place Hemp come up with a new gummy called Farv Toy Gummy. And then technically I'll be eating Farv Toy.
Well, that'll just be Vicodin.
No, they don't make that. I'll have to find a different sponsor for that.
Yeah.
Grant says, I would much rather pay for this show than to go to Fiserv on a night like tonight. At least at Fiserv, drinks are cheap.
I understand.
He also says if Johnny Davis can't get minutes tonight, he literally may never check into an NBA game ever again. That's the fun thing about all these Badgers, Grant, is that they are good timing. They're always like in the league, but nobody knows where they're ever playing. Like Nigel Hayes was with the Knicks G League team for 5 years. He never played.
Nigel Hayes was never an NBA player.
He is my oh, hold on. Speaking of Johnny Davis, one sec.
Are you at work?
I hope that's not his apartment.
Totally is at work.
That is Johnny and Jordan Davis. I do you. Vote.
Grant, why are you at work?
If those people knocked on my door, I wouldn't know who they were.
Me neither.
That's not true. That's not. Shut up, Bart.
I couldn't name a single player on the Wisconsin basketball team since Frank Kaminsky.
Yeah. Sam Decker, who's like,
was he after Frank?
Who's more popular on Twitter, Matt Ramage or Sam Decker?
Who's Matt Sam? Ramage? His take.
I'm gonna try to get Matt on actually.
Yeah. Sam Decker's Twitter is popular for reasons that I don't know.
Well, he's just like bro fan. I mean, he's the kind of guy that would want me to eat a toy.
The Brewers, when they got one of those relievers from Oakland, where did their relievers come from in the Contreras trade? He was like, I've been liking this guy for
on
years.
The Raptors.
You've never heard of him.
Oh
Sam.
no. Sam Decker's he plays for the London Lions.
Yeah, he's.
I thought he retired. Like I really thought he retired.
He's hooping it up in England.
No.
Basketball capital of the world.
That's what I always say. So, Grant, are you at work?
Yeah.
Oh, you're board hopping.
I just got back from the Dells like an hour ago, and I told the board op that if she could just start the Bucks game because it's late and it sucks and it's Sunday, that I would come finish it for her because I had a couple things to do anyways. So
can you tell the rest of us what that means?
I am playing the sweet sounds of Justin Garcia through this board right now.
So Grant works in lacrosse at WKTY, which is an affiliate of the Bucks. So they send him the feed, but because for some reason they're not automated to do this.
Well, their automated is from 1968. I just saw it.
They're automated on WKTY, which is through this wall. The Packers are on over there, so we had to move the Bucks over here.
What are the Bucks on?
Wizm, WIZM.
Ain't no one in lacrosse listening to Wizm for a Bucks game. That's about as like half-heartedly filling out a contract requirement as there could be.
Well, the spots get played.
Radio jokes.
I literally told our board op, I'm like, they don't often follow the format. Just get it on the air, play the spots. Just
let the record show that Bart is laughing hysterically at something that none of us understand because we're not in radio.
You don't understand.
Yeah, there's one of us here that's been radio actually right now.
It is pretty funny though, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
I'm supposed to be listening right now. I'm supposed to be firing local.
How do you know if they're going to take a break?
You should stream this on the station.
I don't care if they take a break.
Stream us.
Put this on KT. Put my show on KTY.
Oh, we got your board. Oh, the Packers were actually done at 9, so I could. But
Yeah, I put my podcast up. Play it at 9. We only swore like a little bit.
you and Horvat really let it fly, which I like. It's kind of like a Friday special thing. I was listening to your pod on when I was driving to the Dells, and I enjoyed it. But you guys really let it fly.
Do you have any Bucks takes that you heard Dave Main say? What the fuck's his name? Is that it?
Dave Kane. I like listening to Justin's postgame just on TMJ because he takes callers and he'll let callers go. You and Justin are cut from the same cloth. I don't have a Bucks take. I mean, it just sucks. Like right before you pulled me in, it's like this is a bad product. This is good for nobody. It sucks. I would be so pissed if I got tickets to go to a game tonight. And I get that's kind of how it works, but it's like they didn't even try.
Yeah, and then I saw the Bucks lead Twitter account was mad because like the Bucks were laughing on the bench and just having a good time, and
I mean,
not taking it seriously.
I'm confronted with the fact that this game, like I really have to consider how meaningless this game is because I'm sending it out to the masses right now, and I'm here at 9:30 on a Sunday night, and I desperately want to be home. I haven't been home since Friday, but here I am, and I'm like, this product sucks. Why am I even doing what I'm doing? Yeah,
because you're passionate about the radio.
Yeah, you love radio. That's why Grant, who I think honestly is the best host of a daily talk show in the state.
As of like August.
As of August
yeah.
12th. He has to come in on New Year's Day night on a Sunday.
I don't have tomorrow off. I'm working. I didn't even realize today was New Year's Day. Now that you mention it.
Well, you got to do a show. I hope people are doing shows. I put out a show for Monday, and this is for Tuesday.
Oh, so we're really well.
Yeah, we're all fucking sorts of them.
So I'm kind of glad Tim is here because, like, I just brought one anecdote because I think this audience will find this funny. I saw Andrew fucking Wagner at 1:30 in a bar in Wisconsin Dells this weekend. I could do a whole podcast on this.
But
Tim,
you didn't talk to him.
No, because I'm bombed and I'm standing at the bar and I keep.
Yeah. You were making eye contact.
We both did. We both thought the same thing. We're like, that's nah.
How drunk was he? Who was more drunk?
Well, I was dancing. We were there for a friend's birthday, and the bar was like not the best. So I'm like, we're making this happen.
Yeah. Can I see your best dance move?
No.
Come on.
No.
All right.
I was dancing, and the guy had a top hat and a monocle on. There were people with snowmobile jackets, and I'm just like, it's a buddy's girlfriend's birthday. She's all about it. She's dressed up, and this bar is trashy. And I'm like, no, we're gonna make this work for her. So we're dancing.
Not trashy. It's Mama's garage. It's not.
Yeah.
Trashy.
Why do you know that bar? Why is this on anyone's radar? Andrew Wagner. Why is he fucking there?
Mama's garage. It's the bar to go to.
Don't worry, he's not even watching this, so you're fine.
Just Google.
Say whatever you want.
Yeah. We keep saying all this shit that Matt has no idea what he doesn't know what an Andrew Wagner is.
Is he the American film director, or does he work for Forbes?
He works
for Forbes.
Oh, that is him.
Yeah.
He But yeah, we locked eyes.
He's got a very serious.
Wow. Yeah. We went to a bar. We get a load of this. We went to the front of a bar called the Grateful Shed, $25 cover. It wasn't even downtown Dells. It was Lake Delton.
Was Dark Star Orchestra playing?
That's because people from Illinois come up.
I thought I understood the Dells until this weekend. I don't. The
Dells are just a giant collection of trash.
Yeah, I'm not a big Dells guy.
Anyways.
I don't know where Tim is. Man, I'm going to kick you out and churn and burn.
Fine.
Hey, Grant,
2 days in a row.
Hollywood with him?
Yeah.
It was who?
I can't figure out how to leave. Oh, got it.
Bye, man.
His dog?
His dog.
No.
That's the nickname that we give him.
Is that not the dog's name?
No.
Oh.
This is getting way too inside, even for an inside podcast.
It's pretty inside, but
I'm gonna bring hot take bacon.
Hey, also one more thing, Grant. Stop the
man.
Ryan Braun retired numbers, okay? Please. He's never gonna get his number retired at Miller Park or whatever you want to call it.
Because he doesn't deserve it, or because the Brewers won't?
Because he doesn't deserve it, and he's not gonna make the Hall of Fame. I told you what the
If he doesn't, who does? Honestly.
This isn't a Hall of Fame thing. This isn't. Then the Brewers will never retire a number.
Then the Brewers will never retire him. His number
right.
should never be retired. All right.
We
Yes, it
won't
should
do
be.
something that
He'll
all
make
sports
the Walk of
franchises do.
Fame.
Then
Hey, he'll make the Walk
Retire
of
his
Fame, the Wall of
number.
Fame, and all those things. So,
what is the point of the Walk of Fame?
What is the point of retiring numbers if you're not retiring Ryan Braun's?
he doesn't deserve it.
So you're going to let some guy like Logan Schaefer clone Jr. come in 20 years and wear the number 8 because his fuck
Yes.
that.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No one should ever make 8. No, he's not going to Hall of Fame. Fine. But no Brewer should ever wear the number 8 again.
Please.
It's
Give it a
disrespectful to that era of Brewers baseball.
No.
He's our Kobe.
Yeah, he wore 8. And Braun should have wore 24 after he served a suspension.
Jesus. I'm done with all of you.
You brought it up. Look, I'm not saying he's all
Because I'm sick of seeing that from you every 3 months.
Oh, it's a bit. What do you want from me?
It's not a bit. If it's a bit, then I'm mad at you.
Okay, well, I believe it, but it's a bit.
No, I
Yes.
believe it, and it's not a bit. And also, CeCe's number should be retired.
I agree with that.
You agree with that and
Fuck
not
you,
Braun,
Tim.
you idiot?
Yes.
No, you can say Braun
No.
or not CeCe. You can say Braun and CeCe, but you can't say CeCe and not Braun.
Nope. CC and Braun. CC, no Braun.
Hey, where do you guys stand on Tony Graffinino getting his number retired?
Ask Tim.
I, mean, he was
I think the
huge
Brewers
that 1 year.
The Brewers already gave him the greatest honor. They said when they released him, they said, we will never have another guy wear Graffinino on the back of a Brewers jersey ever again. They've already bestowed that honor.
Do you remember that year? The third base platoon was him and Council, so they were calling him Councilino. Can you think of a more garbage third base platoon than Craig Counsell and Tony Graffinino?
Whoever they had in 2020. Who
Yeah,
they have?
anyone last
Josh
year,
Lowe
Wes
and
Helms.
Ryan Healy.
David Bell, Corey Koski when he cracked his head open.
And that's a lacrosse guy, too, right? Corey Koski?
I don't know. Ask Bart.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He would
I don't know.
I do want to go on the record and just say fuck Ryan Braun.
What
Yeah,
is
that's fair.
You
You go on the record.
Yeah, I mean, it's to me, dude. Just say you cheated, and all of this would have gone away, and you'd still be beloved. But like, it's the arrogance of like, no, I don't have to admit it, and I'll go ahead and try to ruin this poor guy's life.
Oh my God.
That's the when you have somebody who's just like, egomaniacal as he is.
Nobody's life was ruined. This is
He tried.
The FedEx driver. Come on.
He's a fucking FedEx driver. This is the cousin
I
of
don't
the death.
care.
This
He's
is
just a
the
radio
cousin
host.
of the death threat take. No one gives a shit about this piss delivery guy. His life was not ruined. I don't know his name and I never did.
No, once a year, Braun comes back here and eggs his house every time he's back home. And he slept with his wife, allegedly.
Just think about it from a fundamental
He did.
standpoint. Ryan Braun had what? How much money did he make in his career? Hundreds of millions of dollars or whatever it is. And then you have this guy who's probably making $40K a year that messed up on the job. So like in a way to try to save face, he tries to like carry this guy's name through the muck. There was like, allegations of anti-Semitism, and he was bullshitting the whole time.
No one knows his name. You can't
Fuck
carry
that guy.
someone's name through the mud if you don't know their name.
Fuck Ryan Braun with a cactus.
Thank you.
How come
One
the
thing I'll
name?
agree
Hey,
with.
hold on. Let me bring some order to the proceedings.
Mhm.
There should be names that show up here. I'm Bart, Tim Shea, Grant Bills. I just brought in Tony in Texas. Hot Take Jake. Your names are supposed to show up here, but they're not. Since I got Jake in, Jake, did you want to say something, Bucks? And then I'll
Yeah.
get to Tony.
Now, normally I'm like, I don't care about the load management and all that, but like tonight was different. And like, what are they, 1-5 in their last 6 now?
Yeah.
You can't come out with that kind of effort. And, the Brewers fans this year, they kind of made the Brewers pay by not opening up their wallets. And that's what's going to happen with the Bucks now. And, I do think it's funny, though. In the end, what did it lead to? The Brewers spending exactly $0 on free agency or whatever. But I digress. One thing that kind of stuck with me, and I heard somebody say this, was like, there was probably a ton of little kids that got for Christmas, part of their Christmas gifts was tickets to this game, and that's what they had to go fucking watch. Like it was pathetic.
It is hard though. It's hard to I don't want to be business guy here, but it's hard to put that on the Bucks.
Well, somebody's got to be responsible.
That's
for
a product
nobody
of the
giving a shit.
NBA's 82-game season being longer than it needs to be.
I don't know. Like, I'm starting to buy into, like, you know, the old school mentality of, like, you know, ask Larry Bird about load management or Michael Jordan about load management, and, you know, they'll probably laugh.
Jordan played all 82 games his final year. People forget with the Wizards.
Yep. And, you know, like I said, I totally understand, like, maybe here and there, but like it seems like this is just the Bucks treat the regular season like it's an extended preseason. Chris Middleton is going to go down in, you know, Guinness World Record history of having the sorest knee of all time, because what does he miss 2 straight weeks with a sore knee? I'm just not buying with this team. And, you know, maybe if you're winners of 5 of your last 6, you can get away with something like that. But to see, like, they were down 7 in the first quarter, and the looks on everybody's faces on that court, you could just tell, like, oh yeah, they've mailed it in. They're not gonna try this game. It was pathetic. And
maybe they didn't want to show the Wizards too much because they play the Wizards again on Tuesday.
Yeah, there it is.
Maybe they want to stay vanilla, Jake.
The ultimate optimist.
Tony, who's been given the nickname Tony and Flexus.
Well, real quick, I want.
Oh, okay, all right, Jake, go ahead.
Before I go, maybe it's the you know, Happy Place Hemp nighttime CBD gummy that I popped about 45 minutes ago. But I love this show. A little bit earlier, I didn't want my earlier appearance to be taken as snarky. I love Tony in Texas. I love Matt. I even love Grant with that glorious mustache. You guys are the best, and I'm so happy to have this place to discuss everything with you guys. So you guys are the best, and I appreciate you.
Hey, as long as it's us 5 girls hanging out, I'll keep doing it.
That's such a Bart thing to say.
Matt in the Falls who says this wasn't even a back-to-back. Yeah, that's right. It wasn't.
Maximizing.
All right, Jake, love you too. Have a good night of sleep.
Oh, Bart, real quick. Wait a minute. You guys were talking about Wagner. Is he the guy that you do the impression of?
No, that's Jeff Wagner.
Jeff Wagner. Dang it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to hear your impression of why that guy likes the Badgers basketball program. Why is he such a big fan of Badgers basketball?
Jeff Wagner is?
Yeah. I mean, I imagine he is.
Historically, this is some of these academies, they let the in these universities, they take the student athlete, they take the student out of student athlete, and they more concentrate on, you know, I this is an off the record story, but a coach of a major Division I program said he would just drive around neighborhoods and look at parks on the other side of town to see who the most athletic people is. Where is my, like, I know this is not speaking out of school. I'm Jeff Wagner. I'm a white gentleman. Where are the whites supposed to play?
Not even going to hint around at it this time, huh? You just going right for it. I was waiting for you to be like, yo, you know, the Badgers, they have a lot of guys who just.
I was going to say that more subtly, and then I kind of painted myself into a corner.
Oh, it was good.
Grayson Allen and Pat Connaughton are 2 players I very much enjoy. You were, again, letting it fly on Friday. Good for you.
What did I do, Wagner, on Friday?
I was driving on Friday night. Yeah. You were talking about how you like Allen and Pat more than Bobby and whoever else it was. I don't remember.
All right, Tony, sorry, you're just kind of sitting there.
Yeah. So,
love you, Jake.
First of all, Grant is the best sports show host in the state of Wisconsin. His Ryan Braun take is the correct take, Tim. You're letting your personal vendetta for Ryan Braun affect you because he didn't look you in the eye or something, or maybe he had the hots for his hot wife, Tim.
Yeah, was Braun mean to you when you worked there or something?
Tim hates Ryan Braun because he didn't look him in the eye, probably.
It's more. You are correct.
You probably were jealous of his hot wife.
Whatever. I'm not going to win this battle right now.
Oh, so you didn't like Braun when you worked there?
Yes.
No, and people knew that.
Okay, the truth.
Oh, well, then don't be painting it like it's something different.
Yes. This is like Wonder Woman with a little lasso around you, Timmy.
Tim, aren't you both Jewish? You guys are supposed to stick together.
Yeah, Hebrew Hammer.
Jewish, okay? Lord.
Well,
That was,
Then what was that
members of the
menorah
tribe.
you had 15 minutes ago?
That was a bit. That was a bit.
You can't be Jewish as a bit. Some guys
No.
get kicked out of Congress for that.
That's not how that
That wasn't Jewish. That was just a candle. Lord,
You can't use candles this time of year, Tim.
Yes, you can. It's
It's
January 3rd.
2023.
Lord, you can't. Never mind.
Ryan Braun deserves to have
Lord,
his
on a
number
Sunday?
retired.
It's a New Year's Sunday, all right? God.
Number 8 deserves to be retired, Tim. They won't even give out Jim Gantner's number.
No. Because Jim
Yeah,
Gantner
that's what
should
they'll
be.
do. That's what they'll do.
Jim Gantner
Yes.
should not be retired. Longevity does not equal.
He deserves it more than Bronny does.
What
Oh,
sucks
sure.
is his number is retired, but they won't retire it because the Brewers have this dumb rule you got to be in the Hall of Fame, even though it's a new ownership group. Who cares?
Hey, the CC Sabathia take, though. Let me
Hader
talk about-
wanted to wear 17, people forget,
Yep.
but they said he couldn't, so he flipped it around.
I got to, you guys mentioned CC Sabathia. How exciting was it that one year, 2008, to watch CC Sabathia pitch? Now you compare that to when Corbin Burns goes on the hill. Wasn't it just different, like electric when CC was out there? I've never seen a pitcher like that before for the Brewers.
There was nothing like CC.
There was nothing like that, Barty. It was amazing that year.
Also, since we're doing random sports bar arguments, I think the most like position in the NFL where there's the greatest of all time and then the biggest drop off to the next guy is Barry Sanders to me.
Yeah, Barry was amazing.
No one has been better.
No one's
than
ever done
Barry.
anything like that. You're right.
No one's close.
That we've seen. Jim Brown's before our time. But yeah, I'm with you.
That's my high. I was just watching Barry Sanders highlights on YouTube for some reason.
That guy's amazing. He was amazing. So yeah, our Bucks not playing anyone today is a damn disgrace for people to go shell out their hard-earned money, their Christmas money.
Yeah.
To watch that garbage. This is why the NBA is so tricky and why they're on a slippery slope right now.
At least if the Brewers screw you over, they give you a $6 voucher.
Yeah. Go watch some wieners run around the racetrack.
Hey, now.
Like Jimmy Brown did.
You know, at least the Brewers will do a little fun stuff.
Yeah.
But, the Bucks, I mean, come on. No Giannis, Drew, or Chris. That's
the Wizards, Bradley Beal didn't play.
Beal didn't play either. Oh, God.
No.
George Hill didn't play though, right? Did he? That kind of.
But you're right, Grant. And they're in Wisconsin, you got to play Johnny Davis. At least give like 3 people in the stands that know who he is.
One of my listeners tweeted at me, is he not even with the team? I know he had a child not that long ago.
It says coach's decision in the box score.
Ooh.
We could ask
Hashtag
Toby.
bus.
He's the Wizards guy.
Probably.
Hey, has anyone done a wellness check on Toby?
Toby.
No.
It's been a rough day for him.
Oh, no. It's good.
No, it's Tuesday, Tim.
It's been a rough couple days for him.
Yeah, I talked to him since then. Yeah.
Okay.
He's fine.
Good. Stop
No,
laughing.
Bart, I want you to be a little bit harder on the Bucks, though. It's not an NBA thing. They don't have to sit out.
What are
yet.
they supposed to do?
If they had a 50 game
Heathcliff says
schedule,
George Hill equals Satan. Wow.
I think Hill's been okay this year.
You know, Satan is an anagram for Santa. That's why he doesn't come to our house.
Oh, you got to be harder on the Bucks, though. This is not trending in the right direction.
Danny.
Tony, you can only find the energy to get upset about so many things. Like a couple of weeks or months ago or whenever, the Brewers did something and Bart's like, guys, I can't get pissed about this. I don't have it in me.
When they traded Renfro.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not. I got no energy to be mad about a Hunter
We
Renfroe
put it all
trade.
in. Hey, Grant, Bart put all his eggs in the Rodgers basket, and it's blown up in his face. The Packers are about to make the playoffs.
It wasn't blown up in my face.
His father is even tweeting at him to enjoy it.
Rodgers still played. He doesn't play good all
He
year.
didn't play great, but he did show leadership. How was his body language today?
Oh yeah, I heard Rodgers the other day. He's like,
Got a haircut, Bart.
I'm really glad he got a haircut.
He
I
looks
think that
nice.
I think I liked Rodgers until he started being dumb with his hair, And then I think that now that he's cut his hair,
No,
I'm going to be back on board.
I think you're right. I don't think that's a joke. That's not sarcasm. I think you actually do think that.
Yeah, I swear to you, I saw him with the haircut. I thought, thank God.
He looks like a leader now, a quarterback.
Yeah.
He's ready.
Talking about fucking hair. Lord.
Well,
He's ready.
why is that offensive for you, Tim?
'Cause I have none.
Tim, Aaron Rodgers is going to lead us
I'm
to the
close.
playoffs. Are you ready for that? Are you ready?
Tony,
Go
the offense today was the third best unit on the field,
I agree. The
Like,
key
Yeah,
is
and that's
what
why
you
I like the
said.
game so much.
which is great. Rodgers didn't have to be great. The offense didn't have to be great,
Right.
but yeah.
He's got to play better, Grant. He's got to play like a Hall of Famer. But what you said, they're playing like a team, all three phases.
Mhm.
That punt was blocked, and we're like, oh no, here we go again. And then the defense stepped up, man.
So I was listening. I gotta go after this. I was listening to the presser on the way home on Sunday night when I was driving back to La Crosse, and they
Beautiful.
were playing Rodgers' voice. And thank you. And well, now what was I gonna say? Damn it! And he was talking about the energy that a kick return can bring, like how amped that gets everybody. And I don't think I'd ever thought about it like that. Not opening kickoff return, but that Nixon return, I think supercharged up everybody.
It supercharged me up. When that happened,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm back in. Because I
asked
was
my-
missing that Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
And I wasn't doing it as a bit. This season just didn't feel like it. It just was gone for me. And I hated it as much as everybody hated that it was a part of me. But when that kick return happened, I felt the same joy that I felt back when I first saw Brett Favre hit Kittrick Taylor in 1992, son.
Well, and ask a Bears fan about what a Hester return did for that team back in the day, like how that would affect the other
We're
side.
playing like the Bears right now. The old
Look
Bears.
at all the turnovers. The defense scored a touchdown. Look at that. Interesting.
How many?
Yeah.
4 turnovers? Kenny Clark looks like Kenny Clark's looking like a Pro Bowler again. They're looking good on all three phases of the defense, and that's exciting to me. And it's going to be. I am excited for this last game, Tim Shea. This last Packer Lions game, I might come up there, man. This is good. This could be Rodgers' last stand.
Do you want to take me to the game with you?
We'll see, Tim.
Can I stay a lodge Kohler? I stayed in an air mattress in a kitchen this last weekend at a shitty Airbnb
I'll
on
see what
Lake
we can
Delton.
do, guys.
So
I'll see what
be
we
an
can do.
upgrade.
Don't want to make a commitment yet, but this
Fair.
is going to be exciting, Bart. This is going to be exciting this week. Packers, Lions. The NFL schedule makers got it right for once. Who would have thunk before the year?
Well,
Packers, Lions for all the marbles to get into the dance.
I mean, Packers Lions has been week 17 or week 18.
Yeah, they've been doing
every
these.
life.
I don't like it, actually.
Why?
A broken clock is right twice a day. I'm gonna go. You guys keep
All
going.
right, see you, Grant. Love
I wanna
you.
go home.
Well, yeah, they've been doing Packers, Lions often, but we didn't think it actually means something this year.
No, they do the last week of the season's always divisional games.
What's
That's been
wrong with
going
that?
on forever.
Yeah, but you would have thought. the
I don't like
Vikings-
divisional games
Why? It means a lot.
because they happen all the time. I get sick of them.
Well, what did you want this week? Packers, Cowboys?
Oh, that'd be juicy.
That'd be huge.
Packers, Dolphins?
2 weeks from now.
Yeah, Danny.
He's right here. Say hello, Danny.
Bart, man,
What's up, buddy?
hey, give the devil his due. He won again.
He won. I bow down.
Don't do that.
I bow down.
Hey, Bart, do you give yourself all the credit for Joe Barry changing the scheme around, or where that mindset for Barry change? I mean,
No, but for how wrong I was about the Packers not getting back to the playoffs, I was pretty right that the defense had it in them. I feel good about that now.
they're playing like what you predicted, what I think all of us predicted they would play like. They're getting turnovers. They're being opportunistic. They're getting after the quarterback. No Rashawn Gary, still getting after the quarterback. The defensive and Stokes is not there either. And they're making plays, man. And that's what you do in the NFL. You got to make plays. The red zone offense has got to improve. They're not going to go far unless they improve that red zone offense. But if they do that and Rodgers can play like Hall of Fame Rodgers, you got a shot to win this thing. That's a big if. Rodgers might be the biggest question mark on this team, Tim Shea.
No, I'm gonna wrap this part up. I do have a question for both of you. Georgia 13-point favorites over TCU. What do you got?
Give me TCU straight up.
Man,
To win?
Yes. TCU
No.
is the
They're
best
not going to
team.
win.
Okay, you want to put a little money on it?
You're damn
Want to put a
fucking
little
right,
bet?
I do.
You want to put like $20? $50?
You're going to give me a money line bet?
No, so let's put some money on it straight up. TCU wins the game.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
where are they playing that game? Is that
LA, SoFi Stadium.
okay?
Yeah, Georgia will win.
I think Georgia covers, Tim. Unfortunately, I'll say something like 41-27 or something.
Nope. TCU is gonna win.
How much?
You want to put $20 on it?
The Buccaneers are in that for sure.
I'd wipe my ass with $20 bills.
By the way, I will say that I will put this on Twitter later, but Tony is a man of his word. He paid me $20 last week.
You're right.
Yeah, because Tim stayed up for that horse shit.
Because I stayed up for the entire Badger game.
I stayed up for the game. No one paid me. All right, I'm going to wrap it up.
Hey, Luke Fickell. I believe Luke Fickell.
Yeah, Mordecai is the real deal.
Yes, he is going to be your starting quarterback, SMU quarterback. Tim, Shea, and I
That's a knock
got
against
deep
what I'm
pockets
saying.
down here in Texas, right, Tim? We're getting all the quarterbacks.
Yep. Tony, I'm hopefully we'll be announcing sometimes in the next month or two that I will be working for the Texas Rangers.
Okay, Tim Shea. Hey, Bart.
Come on, Tony, get me that job.
buddy.
All right, see you guys.
All right, see you guys. Bye.
Oh, bye.
Well, I'm wrapping up.
Okay.
Plus, I hear more of the other conversation next to you than you.
I'm trying to mute it. Lord.
All right, well, I'll talk to you later this week.
Bye.
All right, Tim Shea. And yeah, so that's the Bucks portion of our show, I guess. Bucks got the Wizards Tuesday night, and then the Raptors on Wednesday. And you hope that they would start winning more games than they're losing. We'll be back on Wednesday. I love you all. Hugs and kisses.